Mafia Definitive Edition. A game where you speedrun you don't even know about it. You know, I'm a big fan of the original game, and since the trailer for the remake came out, I didn't know how to feel. Yes, I was super hyped about that a remake is finally coming out, but I kinda knew that this remake is going to be bad. Even though all the news of the game sounded like it's going to be awesome, I just didn't believe it. And as I expected, it isn't good. So let me take this from the very beginning. It's 13th May 2020, and suddenly a new video from channel Mafia game called Mafia Trilogy official teaser has been released. This video meant that there is coming a remaster of Mafia 2 and Mafia 3. But most importantly, a new remake for Mafia 1! Mafia 2 and Mafia 3 Remaster has been released pretty soon after the teaser, and they both were pretty lame, so forget about them. Everything was quiet for about a month or so. Then more info came out and it didn't say pretty much. Basically they said that they're gonna implement more of the relationship between Sarah and Tommy. But then all the info they said after that were massive piles of shit. They were making fun of the original game pretty much. They even said that they were gonna make the action more like in the original game, including ammo supplies and health kits. Well, look at it. Okay, look at this. An explosion thing. Amazing, isn't it? And look at that. This is Mafia, guys. Also, the ammo supplies, if you do not count the ammo that your enemies drop, are almost around every second corner. Even medkits have been increased, and they're up to 4 in every longer mission. And while it would be a really stupid thing to do in a proper remake, it makes sense in this one, because they also increased the number of enemies, which is basically about 40 or 50 enemies for a mission. Also, the number of the cars chasing you. In chapter Great Deal, there is supposed to be 1 car chasing you, but instead they're like 10. And the same with the car chase from the farm. Instead of original 3 cars that were perfectly enough to take, if the cars in the remake wouldn't be so easy to take down, they're now replaced with 15 cars, few motorbikes, and 1 border patrol armored big ass shit. Basically, as you can see, their vision of the game didn't come out at all. But this is not the only issue I have with the game. They announced that they're gonna add more missions, which weren't in the original game. Not only that they didn't add those new missions, they even reduced the playtime by cutting rides back to Salieri's, Lucas missions, merging a few parts of the chapter into one small part, or even, for example, by cutting Moonlighting chapter into a 10 minutes long bank robbery and then 2 minutes of running away from the police. I guess they didn't want to make the player bored, but cutting out these vital parts is just a crime. There's no Idiot Joe, Yellow Pete, killing the Morello guy in the Italian garden, and the You Lucky Bastard chapter is merged into one mission that after the first task almost immediately leads to the docks, where you kill Sergio after way too many deaths because of way too many enemies, and you're not even glad that you finally got rid of him, because besides his amazing dodging skills, his slug that annoys you is nowhere to be seen. Every mission is much faster than in the original game, even when there are a lot of more enemies to kill. Also, every mission is basically a corridor with one way, and that's it. Which looks incredibly bad compared to the open spaces in the original game. I didn't really feel to be free in the open world at all, since every ride back to Salieri's were cut, and every single special location is basically a corridor hallway. But enough with blubbering around, let's actually have a look at the story and compare it. Okay, so welcome to Lost Heaven, how you doing? This amazing place.
Scratches on your car?
Yeah.
Swear. Keep from hitting a little old lady.
Yeah, that's why I got bullets in my car. Because that old lady was so mad that she actually started shooting at me. Oh, you wanna get me? You will have no chance. Oh, come on! Come on! What is wrong with you? Go! Ah! Are you kidding me? I will die on this mission. That is quite impossible! What? No, I'm not Tommy. Can somebody tell me what the fuck is this outfit? Look at this! Look at this! What?! Okay, so practically everybody went through a character change. Don't know why they did that, but I guess they wanted to show the feelings. The best way to describe the three main characters is to compare Tom to Vito, Sam to Paulie, and Paulie to Joe. Basically, Tom doesn't give a crap if he kills anybody, even the slut from the brothel. Sam's just messing around telling jokes and play the bad cop on Tom.
Paulie, this punk thinks he can walk in here like a big shot. I put greasers like him in the ground.
And Paulie is a bullying slut hunter.
We got two cripples working here. You got that, Ralph? Sure. Hey, new ladies! Take me to the blue tropics.
The rest is just their characters, but way more cruel. I guess they wanted to break that Salieri is good and Morello is bad feeling from the original game, which I don't really care about, because there's not really a big difference, if I don't count that part where Salieri just kicks the crap out of Carlo, but that's the only part where he acts like Morello a bit. I even wanted to give the game credit for bringing some guys from the Morello band, like Dino here, but he doesn't show up later on at all. If somebody could explain that to me, I'd be really grateful. Okay, this is indeed gonna be fun. There's no chance for me to get the first one. What? How does that make any sense? Is there any chance for me to catch up still? I guess not. I even slowed down. Am I Jesus? Bitch! The second one and then I'll be safe. No! No! What? Oh my! No! Ah! Ah!
Originally, anyways, he lives in Holbrook. I know about this.
You mean Hoboken? To be honest, every mission we showed didn't take long, except for this one at the airport. When we go back to the announced but not implemented part, then I would like to say that they even informed us they're gonna make Tom an experienced shooter. Well, if you look at the remake, you can not only see that Tom is the best shooter within Salieri's ranks right from the start, he can also reload his gun like a god, right when he has it in his hands for the first time. He really doesn't even say thank you, man. You're probably gonna have problems with me. Maybe you'll get killed by your own family by not killing me. But I don't care. Goodbye. Oh no, not goodbye. Just nothing. Just nod. Yeah, that's how it is. Are you fucking kidding me? This guy's an idiot. I thought this is gonna be just sneak, but I guess nobody likes sneaking nowadays. Fuck you. Oh, this is a good part. This is Sergio!
Wait a minute. Is that Gordy?
I thought they're brothers. Can you see anything between them?
That was an overreaction.
I thought he will have a driver. Man, I think they didn't understand. I think they didn't understand what lucky bastards meant in Mafia 1 because this is way too incredible. And there is another amazing plot twist in the story which I didn't expect.
The cigars are just a cover for a shipment of hot ice. The smuggled diamonds.
What?
The boxes. The feds haven't found them yet.
We're stealing diamonds from the feds.
But turned out to be completely pointless in the end, for they brought up drugs. Which is something I can't get over anymore, because old Salier's family was hardly against drugs no matter what. And this just straight up insults them.
This is the real score.
The rest happens as you know it from the original game, except for it happens unbelievably fast, and then you meet Sam that isn't proud of what he has accomplished, but he is freaked out.
Good mode. Things are right between me and the Don. I'm moving up, and I just found this big bag of money.
And in the end, he even begs for mercy.
Will you let me live? I'll tell Salieri you're dead. If you could disappear, then you'll be smart enough to stay gone. Right?
Besides, he's fucking bad in strategy and chooses to mention Paulie's name when Tom is on killing spree.
Paulie,
By the way, the final mission had less enemies than in the original mission, which really surprised me, since back then there were enemies behind every corner. But the final mission is, as well as all the others, a corridor run which really annoys you by now. After you kill Sam with pleasure, you go to Norman, which leads to the process and you know it. In the end, Tom has a beautiful speech of what family really is, and in the end he dies with saying that family is forever. Done.
remember that money, jobs, even best pals will come and go. But family is forever.
Well, that final speech sucked. And to kill it for the best, the credit starts with a song from Ice Cube from Mafia 3 trailer. I'm not even surprised by now. I managed to complete the game in 11 hours with 2 hours of the race, and I was pretty disappointed about it. The fun details that were added in the original game, like riding in trams, weren't here because they probably thought nobody's going to use them. And sadly, compared to today's standards, they were right. The majority of gamers don't usually use these little details, and they even get bored of a small drive across the town. The cars in this game were even made unrealistically faster to be sure that the player doesn't get bored. And they really didn't need to care about any such details, because they knew that doing anything with the Mafia mark will bring them much money and many players, even if for a short time. Since they are now making a new Mafia 4 game, I believe it's gonna be really similar to this one, or maybe we'll have even less parts between missions, no matter what I play it and stream it. But I guess this is definitely the end of the Mafia mark. And I'm really glad that we still have the great, enjoyable and fun original game that was worth its fans. But this is just my opinion. Feel free to write any comments if you disagree with me, and if you like the video, check out my stream and my Discord server in the description. See you in the next video.